So so uh so yeah, then she she got up off her knees and she looked at me in
Well,
the eyes. She
wait, what
looked at
was
me
she
in the,
doing on her knees? Did you knock her down or something? She fall? Or should I not ask? Uh-huh.
she got back up off her knees. She
Mm-hmm.
looked at me in the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
She said, Salacious, Salacious. Honestly, you're such a dreamboat. I've never ever in my whole life experienced such pleasure before. How do you do it? And I looked at her, Chip, and I said, I don't know. Oh, how do I do it? Oh.
It's a mystery to all of us.
Some things just have to be said. To all the monkey lovers out there in England, down under, the States, around the world, in KoWaK. Monkey lizards make very good lovers. That's right, it's true, we're very good lovers.
Wagwan, 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 welcome.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Welcome to Salacious Rum and his Lego stud. Welcome.
Man, your fan base really is getting ripped off on this one today. Just me being here.
Well, we're down to the hardcore, aren't we? You and I, Chip. We're come right. Storms, hurricanes.
Yeah.
Outbreaks of STDs.
Yeah.
Global warming. You name it. We're here.
We're here. Yeah.
We're here we're here to satisfy your needs, everyone.
Yes.
Call
Much
us
like the girl on her knees.
Yeah, you can call us. We should rename it. We should rename ourselves the Satisfiers.
The Satisfiers.
We're here to satisfy.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Wow. One of us provides the satisfaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not too bad. I mean, I don't want to, no complaints or anything, but
Yeah. I mean,
at least not directly to my face.
I mean, there's levels. There's levels to it, though, isn't there, Chip?
There is very much so.
Yeah.
And there's your satisfaction versus her satisfaction.
This is true.
So I've never complained about my satisfaction. I got to tell you,
Jim's always satisfied.
I'm always satisfied.
Yeah. This is why he knows. You see, this is why he knows.
Yeah,
he knows. He knows.
Comes with age.
This is Chip Kettler, aka Chip
Rolando. I'm Rolando. Hi, everyone.
AKA Rolando. Yeah,
Rolobot. Yeah.
There was a rumor. There's a bit of a rumor.
Yeah, a vicious rumor. Poor Rolando. Much more handsome than I am. That's for sure.
Well, who provides the most satisfaction? That's yet to be determined. So,
very true. Very true.
I am Salacious Rum. There's no question marks about the level of satisfaction that I bring. Well known throughout many systems. That's why I am the leader of this army.
Kind of known throughout a lot of hospitals as well, right? For penicillin shots.
Well, one can't be too careful, I mean, especially if you start mixing things up.
Yeah.
Those damn koalas got a lot to answer for, as I like to say.
Koala bears?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. In the let's say hello to some people in the army, shall we?
Well, let's do that.
We got just 20. There's 20 of them in already, so that's good.
20 suckers. Jeez.
20.
One born.
Logical Spock's here. Logical Spock. Live long and prosper, Mr. Spock.
Nano.
That's something else, but
I was close.
in the right, same genre, I suppose.
Kind of, yeah. You know.
Yeah. General Gap is assembling the forces.
Mr. Capster.
Head of promotions here. Look.
Yeah.
Or propaganda, whichever way you like to look at it.
Yeah.
It says, welcome to the #1 Lego studs. And sadly lacking the brick babes again, but never mind.
But change the name. Time to change.
Time to change again.
They've been slacking.
Hashtag Emily.
Yep.
Pete's Toys and Things.
What's going on?
Pete, I've been trying to get hold of you. I need to contact you. I want you to come on Monkey hang out. Decided. So can you DM me, please? I need you to come. I want you to come on as my guest on Monkey hang out. In November or December. Let me know. Blinky.
Blinks.
The Blinks. How you doing?
The Blinkster.
How you doing? Oh dear, it's Swallow. It's Swallow in his Speedo.
Mm-hmm.
It's Greedo and it's in the Speedo and it's Swallow.
Mm-hmm.
It's so big. It's so big.
Mm-hmm.
There you are. There's you. You're in the you're an AI, aren't you? I can tell.
Yep. That I am.
Oh. Big and Lady Catherine's here.
What's going on, Cat?
Catherine. Yeah, the #2 puzzle streamer.
Yeah, you know.
Oh,
always room for growth.
Exactly right. You know, she's participating. You know. Well done. Darth Muzzer. So he's in the future, so he's about to have a nap.
Yeah.
Right. They're assembling. Here is the general of the Perv squad. Super John.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what's going on, John?
Perv squad is John. Is the Perv squad assembling? You assembling your clones? Hope so.
Hopefully so.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's got some clothes on. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Oh,
General Jumpy. General of the Cucumber Squad.
Mr. Jumps.
Some cucumber time. Luna Girl, one of our brick babes.
Oh, gee.
She's
a killer. I'm telling you guys.
She is, honest.
You guys have admitted. You guys have actually seen it now, I heard.
I've seen it in action now. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
The thing is, Chip,
mm-hmm.
there was like a maniacal cackling laugh all the way through it as well.
I know, yeah.
And she was straight up murking people in Call of Duty. She'd murked about half a dozen people before Bob had realised where he was. Bob was just stood there like didn't really know what's going on. Yeah. She was murking people.
Mm-hmm.
And then laughing and like maniacal laughter.
Yeah.
It's quite concerning.
Yeah. Made you rethink that whole them versus us, huh?
I know, quite concerning, really.
Yeah.
But it kept Bob had to bail out because his screen was just freezing up. It was like in bullet time. The screen was frozen and he was like moving through the screen. It was weird.
Wow. Huh.
Silver Scratchy. Old Scratchy. Could see a scratch. Hope you're all right, fella. Hope you're all right, dude. Old Scratchy. Good old Scratch. Scratch-a-roo. Greedo's got an STD. Super TikTok.
I'm trying to figure out what week of the year he doesn't have one.
Yeah. Okay, the new puzzle is made from girders in school.
Mm-hmm.
Bob, my hat. Oh my God. your personal bloody dresser. All right. Right, what are we doing today, Chip? What are we doing?
We are finishing the Millennium Falcon, hopefully.
Oh, the Falcon.
So one last bag left, or one set of bags left, which will take care of the center section. And just a little bit over here, I guess.
That's a little look-see. It's a little look-see.
Yeah. Well, I can show my cam instead of this thing.
The old cam.
I think I can.
Chip Ganassi.
There we go. So
There we
yeah,
go.
so I got this section here that I
Ooh.
gotta finish, and then I think
Ooh.
a little bit here and here. I
Ooh.
think underneath, and then this, and that's it.
Nice. Where's the dish go?
Oh yeah. Also got to do the dish. It's probably in the instructions. It probably goes, I think, right here on top of this.
Very good.
So,
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, so we might be done. You might be. You're getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, probably today. I'll probably finish it
Oh.
up today, and then next week I'll probably do the light kit on it.
Oh,
Yeah. So that'll be cool. So should be good times. Yeah.
Bob, what are you doing? We are starting a new set today. We are doing. I'll move the camera around. We've set up bag number 1. We are doing the Guardians of the Galaxy rockets ship.
Very cool.
With a rocket and a baby rocket. So I don't remember this ship, if I'm honest. He does fly around in something. So
I kind of remember it.
Yeah. I remember him flying around in something, whether that's it or not. So,
Very cool.
So we'll there's 3 bags. We've set out 1 bag. The Care Bears are here. The Perv Squad is here.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Bean's here. The Blobbies are here. Hillbilly Jim is here, and the Dozer's here, and we're ready to go.
Good.
Yeah. So.
Sorry. So I heard you have some new Care Bears.
We have. I think we need to blame Josh for this. So there are some Care Bears coming tomorrow. There are some more coming tomorrow. These are the latest ones, but there's 4 more coming tomorrow. So I've forgotten their names already. Sunshine and Sleepy,
Rainbow and Bluey and Pinky and gotcha. I understand.
There's a few over there. We've got the Cloud Keeper over there.
The Cloud Keeper.
And we've got Lionheart and Tenderheart in there somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, the trolls. These trolls came free in Weetos in England, so I'm collecting these trolls now as well.
What are Weetos?
They're like little hoops made of chocolatey flavored wheat that you have in cereal, basically.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like Cheerios, but chocolate Cheerios.
Okay, gotcha.
Called Weetos.
All right.
They always used to come with free toys.
Did they?
Oh, and I'm collecting Corinthians as well of footballers, but goalkeepers. That's another Mark Bosnich.
Yeah.
It's a bit of an English thing, that. So
very cool.
There we go.
The family is growing.
Yeah. The Perv Squad is definitely growing.
Yeah. That's a given with John.
Pete collects Care Bears as well. There you go, Pete. You have to come on Monkeys and hang out, and we'll have to compare our Care Bear collections.
Oh my Lord! Yeah, that's awesome.
Jonathan says, "Luna Girl, Rum is dressing up as a doner kebab." He's got his reindeer outfit. It's his reindeer outfit.
Why has he got a reindeer on outfit so early in the year?
Because Christmas is coming. We're getting ready for Christmas. It's coming in it soon, Christmas.
That's not for quite some time.
It's not. It's soon, isn't it? I've had my birthday, so it's Christmas next.
So that's how you work, huh?
Yeah.
Birthday, Christmas.
Yeah.
No other holiday matters.
Yeah.
It's always the
Why
ones
do-
that give you gifts.
When do I get stuff, basically? Easter.
Yes.
I get stuff from Earth Mum at Easter, so that counts.
Oh, do
as well.
you?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. So that counts. Cat's a bit confused today. Cat, get yourself some coffee, darling. All become more. Everything will become clear.
Why is she confused?
So, yeah, she says she's the #1 puzzle streamer. I don't know. She's a bit confused.
Oh, gotcha. That confusion.
Yeah. Luna Girl Salacious did have a Halloween costume. He wore a bin bag, pretended to be Darth Vader last year. Ghost has got him an outfit of a Halloween. It's a green. I don't know what the character is. Is he like a green? It's got a green top hat. I don't know what character that is. Is it from
Leprechaun?
Yeah, it's like a green. I don't know. I get it out. But he'll be wearing it for Halloween. When is Halloween?
The end of the month.
End of the month.
Yeah.
Next week.
Next week.
Next week he'll wear the outfit Ghost has sent him. Luna Girl's confused as well. Greedo says me and Gap are the #1 P streamers.
I'm not going to argue with that one.
No. Greedo,
they can take that title and keep it.
Yeah. Greedo says, unbelievable. I'm not in the perv squad. You didn't say that. No one said that, Greedo. You're leading the perv squad. You and Super John.
That is kind of true. I don't see Greedo in that list there. I know he needs to be on the table representing.
Yeah. Rum should do a try on haul video. A try on. If you send him outfits, he'll try them on, no problem. If anyone wants to send him an outfit, he will definitely try it on for you. So happily, that could be a thing. You want Salacious to do
scary thing.
Try-ons? Yeah.
This crowd.
Cat says not confused. Laugh out loud. We'll be doing a puzzle stream in a few hours. Home alone, so why not? Well, we have a couple of puzzles, so we might join you, Lady Catherine, if we're permitted. We have Earth Mum brought us some puzzles around, so
very cool.
Because we can't have you home alone. No. All right, let's.
Can't do it.
No. Let's get back to the Lego. All right, here we go. I love this little they give you a little baby rocket. Look, can you see him? Little baby rocket.
Hey.
Oh, cute.
Too cute.
I love Rocket.
Very cool. That's a cool one.
Right, what are we doing? Start with this piece. Did I put the link in the description? I put the link in the description. So if anyone wants to join us, if anyone wants to join, you're very welcome to. Even if you're not building Lego, if you just want to hang out with us, chat, or if you're doing something else. Cat, if you want to come on, if you're bored, you're welcome to. If anyone wants to come on, there's no fuss, no harm, no fuss. Come and shoot the breeze with Chip himself.
Yeah.
Did I show you my Fraggle Rock dowels that I got?
No.
Didn't I?
I don't think I've seen it, Fraggle.
I've been searching for this. I had this as a kid. And I've been searching for it literally for about 10 years, I reckon. Genuinely about 10 years. And I put a number of searches in eBay as saved searches with an email notification in case any of them hit. And I've never had anything. And then last week I got bombarded with notifications. Somebody had put a load of these on. And this is pure 80s, 84 and it's in its absolute mint condition.
Oh my lord! Yeah, I kind of
and
remember that character. That's cool.
it's a Dowser,
Yeah. I remember it.
and
Yeah,
he's in his box, and the box is absolutely pristine.
yeah.
And he's a bendy. He's actually a bendy, and I had this one in 1984. I would have been 5, and I actually had
Wow.
this. I had this very one because I
You were
remember.
5 in 1984. Damn, I'm old.
Yeah,
Okay.
5, yeah. And yeah, he's a Mr. Bendy, a bendy toy.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
I had to pay up for it, but
Yeah.
I couldn't say no.
Couldn't pass it up.
You know, especially as I've been searching for them for ages.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you can get there's half a dozen of them with different coloured hats and helmets. Sorry.
So what was because I never watched Fraggle Rock, what's the premise
Oh,
of Fraggle Rock?
you never watched Fraggle Rock?
I've never seen it. No. Dude, 85. I was
Oh,
freaking high school, senior in high school. I wasn't
Fraggle Rock.
watching Fraggle Rock.
Oh, God. You're in a Fraggle Rock. Have you never like,
No,
oh,
know nothing about it other than I've seen that character before. That's as far as I go.
now
Of
you've
course.
kind of said it. Like, now you've kind of asked me what is it about. I'm finding it quite hard to explain it.
Okay, so do you have to be on a lot of drugs to understand it?
It would that does help, or
It's one of those.
being really small.
Or okay, yeah.
I do know that the American version is slightly different to the English one. There's a different intro. The intro to the English one, it's real life, and the camera flies around a lighthouse, and then zooms in on the lighthouse, and then zooms in on a drain, and the camera goes into the drain, and the Fraggles live underground underneath the building,
Huh.
and they're like little Muppet characters. And the Dozers are builders. They're like, I don't know what they're building, but they're building something. And
Okay.
the Fraggles live in there, and they basically sing and dance, and there were these big creatures. I can't remember what the big creatures are called. Someone in the chat needs to let me know what the big ones are. I can't remember. And they try to grab the Fraggles. So I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, that's basically Fraggles. And there's a really cool theme tune. That we always used to change the words. Going to Fraggle Rock, grab a Fraggle, buy his. We used to sing really rude stuff. But it's
grab a Fraggle by his had me like, uh-oh, where's this going?
Yeah, that's not even the real word. It's going to Fraggle Rock. It's down to Fraggle Rock, and we used to sing, grab him by his, and swing him round his head, and then the Fraggle's dead.
Oh my lord!
Yeah, I don't know. We used to sing a lot of weird stuff. We used to have to sing. We used to have to sing hymns at school. They don't really do that at school anymore, unless it's a Church of England school. But we used to have to sing hymns, and we used to change. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah. We was properly versed in all the old hymns, and we used to change all of the words. All of the words. We used to like they, there'll be like 500 kids singing, and we'd all be changing like, my Lord is my shepherd, and we'd be like exchanging all the words for
Too funny.
There we go, Gap. Thank you, Gap. Yes, send us some outfits. We'll do an outfit show for you. No problem. Salacious loves getting changed. Greedo says, I'm trying to get Greedo a Halloween Speedo. They look like an elephant with an extra long trunk in front. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Ghosty, the Ghost Walker. Says, I'll be listening in the background.
Go on, Chris.
But he has to get a little bit more sleep. Yeah, you get your sleep, Ghosty.
I think he's finishing up and working on finishing up his buddy's place. He
Yeah.
was telling me late last night. A little bit of work to do there still, so very cool.
What else is going down? Don't let him tell you anything about some guy living in a lighthouse. There is on the English one. It's an old bloke and he has a dog. It's in Scotland or something.
Huh.
Pete knows. Fraggle Rock was awesome. It was awesome. Super John says we were totally down for Fraggle Rock as a kids. I don't know how like John Super John seems to have lived through multiple generations, doesn't he, Super John?
Yeah.
Like Super John was somehow a kid in every generation. Like he knows all of the lines.
I mean, let's be real, isn't he kind of still a kid?
Kind of is, yeah.
I mean, you're all kids to me, you know, as far as that goes. But in general,
I think that's what we like about him, really.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I love it. Love it. Yeah.
To be honest,
love it when he's playing with his toys and he's going, you know, when he's.
I love that about him. I love
he gets
that
all
about
involved
John.
in it.
John plays with his toys.
Yeah. Making his own little noises, and
I just want him to make videos of that where he's like where he's like doing scenes of his toys. I just want him to do, you know, make his own world up. You know,
yeah, that would be pretty funny. That would be awesome.
Palpatine, Emperor. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Please join us, Palps. We missed you in the model school yesterday. Your presence was missed, Emperor. Very missed. If you're not doing anything, if you're bored, if you just sat there watching us and have a chilled Sunday, then fair enough. But if you fancy coming on and building, I know you've got Lego sets. Palps has got all kinds of sets. If you want to come on, you please.
How much that Palps doesn't have.
Exactly. Please feel free to jump on. We're only shooting the breeze and talking about vintage TV programs and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Gap's got it. Dance your cares away. Worries for another day. Let the music play. Down at Fraggle Rock. Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Except we used to sing. Dance your cares away. Worries for... Oh, there's it's the next line. I think we used to change. Let the music.
I like how he put the link to the lyrics in there as well.
He's nothing but thorough as Gab, isn't he? You know, probably thorough. He takes his duties as head of propaganda very seriously.
Yes, very much so. Very much so.
Lefty says we sang "Oh Canada" and spoke the Lord's Prayer. Yeah, we never used to. There's a real I don't know what it is here in this country, but we don't fly flags and sing the anthem very often. Only really at the football match or the rugby.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we used to have to do the Pledge of Allegiance in the morning. For
yeah,
school.
You guys go ultra. Yeah, you guys are ultras on that one, aren't you?
Yeah,
pledging your allegiance and shit.
Yeah. Brainwashing us kids.
Yeah. John says we never stopped watching Saturday morning cartoons and after school cartoons all the way into college.
Oh, really?
Palps is working. Palps is working and lurking. No bother. Yeah, no bother.
Part of the Work and Lurk crew.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right. Pressure's on then. I'm going to actually have to get building. So, what's next? I've only opened one bag today, so. I wonder where
How many bags is it?
It's only 3 bags. It's not actually that big, actually, this set. I wonder where G-Force is. It's very rare that G-Force misses.
Yeah, I don't know. What did you say something mean to him?
No. As if I would.
Sometimes, you hurt his feelings.
No. No, he's got thick skin as G-Force. It's a sign that I've been telling everyone in the army anyway for years now. It's a sign of affection if you get if you get a some bob, I don't know what to call it. Some
I think Bob knows what to call it.
Yeah, if you get stung by Bob, it's a sign of affection. It's a sign of love.
Gotcha.
It's a sign of love.
love.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's doing something with Shabby. They're going shopping or something. They're going somewhere, aren't they? That's
right.
Are
they?
That's right.
That's cool.
That's right. Blinky says, I'm 100% with John. Cartoons in the 90s were so good. They were very good. I think I stopped. I think Power Rangers was my cutoff. Like Turtles and then Power Rangers. That was where I kind of stopped then. After the Turtles, and then it was girls. girls.
I don't really remember what my cutoff was. I mean, I just remember growing up watching, Speed Racer and, all that type of stuff.
Speed Racer.
Yeah.
What's Speed Racer?
Speed Racer was my favorite.
I don't know if I've seen Speed Racer.
You've seen Speed Racer.
I don't think I have.
With the Mach. Dude.
Are
you kidding me? With the Mach. Hold on a minute. Give me a second.
I haven't seen Speed Racer. No, I don't think I've seen Speed Racer. I think someone remade it, didn't they? A famous director remade it. I can't remember who. Was it JJ or somebody remade it?
You ever seen this?
I've not seen Speed Racer.
Speed Racer with the car.
No, I've not seen it. I'm aware of it. Let's give you the screen. Let's show us.
It's like
is that from the remake? They remade it, didn't they? Disney remade it, or
they may have, but I mean, this was obviously this is, but as a kid growing up, it was just basically about Speed Racer and Chim Chim and
when
Trixie
was that from?
and
what year was that?
Gosh, it had to be early 70s. Mid-70s, early to mid-70s.
I wasn't even born.
But that's what I was just saying. I mean, for me, that was when I was growing up. Those were the Speed Racer was like early anime to me, or kind of.
No, never seen it. Never seen it.
Had the big eyes and the it's kind of So
never even seen it.
You'll have to check it out. I think you would enjoy it.
They did. I'm sure they did a remake, didn't they?
They probably did.
Someone famous remade it, but I never actually saw the remake.
I know they made a terrible movie out of it. I believe.
79 Pete. Yeah, 79 Pete. 79. Luna Girl says, "Me too, John." And then DB and I had a baby in 98, and continue to watch kid shows for the next 15 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would do it.
98. I was at college chasing tail. Definitely.
In 98?
Yeah. They played Speed Racer with Hanna-Barbera shows.
Yes.
I never saw that.
Yeah.
That was it. The Matrix people remade it. Yeah, that was it.
Did they?
Yeah. But I never saw it. I don't know if it was any good.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it either. I mean, I just remember as a kid. That was the stuff I grew up in. Hanna-Barbera and Speed Racer and Hung Hung Fooey and then obviously the superheroes or super friends or whatever, and Spider-Man.
The first Spider-Man I saw was Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I love that with Iceman, Spider-Man, and Spider-Man, and who was the other one? And they also did a Spider-Woman spin-off show.
Yeah. I remember that one. I did see that.
So I love that. And then Secret Wars, the toy line.
Yeah.
I love that. But obviously, no, actually, I think the first superhero thing I was ever exposed to was actually Superman the movie.
Yeah, Christopher Reeve one.
Yeah, but I think it was Superman 3, the first one that I went to.
Oh.
I was taken to the cinema to see that. I think.
Cool.
What we do?
Not a bad one to see.
It's a weird one. It's a really weird one, isn't it? Freak. When there's
I mean, you know,
that woman turns into that weird computer thing. It's actually quite scary. I was quite scared. She turns into that weird computer thing. And what's his name's in it? The bloody crazy American comedian. It's so funny. How he's in Spider-Man. How they work that one out. What's his name?
wait, which one?
Sorry, Superman.
And Superman?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, you're one of your greatest comedians ever.
Pryor? No.
Yeah, Richard Pryor.
Pryor? Okay, Pryor.
Richard Pryor, yeah. Richard Pryor. That's a crazy film when you think about it.
Yeah.
Because he's like isn't he like a con man or something? Can he or a computer expert or something? Can he robs a bank? He does something. He manipulates the stock market or something, and does something weird. I remember there's a skyscraper with a ski slope on it. Do you remember that?
I kind of remember that. Yeah, that was such a long time ago, dude.
He built a computer, I think. Oh, he works at a bank and he changes the computer. He reprograms the computer to pay him his instead of his check like millions of pounds or something weird. Yeah, it's a really weird story. And does Superman go evil in that one? Evil Superman, and he fights himself, and he's got like a stubble, and I'm pretty sure.
On us. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Lois Lane's in. No, not Lois Lane. He goes back to Smallville, and what's the other girl? His other girl's there. I need to rewatch it. It's been ages.
Yeah, I mean it's been a very long time since I watched those.
What's Jonathan says? He steals all the pennies. Yes, has them sent to his account, and he does.
He steals all the pennies.
He's very funny, and he's very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Shanti. What's she saying?
Hi, Shanti.
Hello. Hey, Shanti. How you doing? How's Josh? Say hello to Josh for us.
Yes.
Hello. Hope you're both okay.
How long she with Josh there?
I don't know.
You know? Yeah, I was just curious if they were.
I don't know.
Lana.
That's it.
Lana.
Lana.
Yeah.
John will be able to record some of this. Every calculation ends in a fraction when figuring out paychecks. He takes all those fractions of a penny and puts them into his account. Yes. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Shanti. So many employees that his first check ends up being 300,000. Yeah, didn't he like build a computer in the end that goes AI or something? And I just remember the girl gets wrapped up in the computer cables, and she turns into like a robot thing. And I'm pretty sure that they set off all the nuclear missiles, and he has to he grabs them in midair and then blows them up in space or something. But I'm pretty sure he goes rogue. He goes. I'm pretty sure at some point he becomes angry Superman, and he looks badass with a stubble. I always thought he looks like a killer with a stubble.
Yeah. I don't quite remember. I mean, I don't remember it, but man, it's been such a long time. I'm gonna check it out again. Gotta get caught up on some of these old movies and start watching them again. Be like my father-in-law with his westerns, but I'll be watching the old Supermans and superhero ones.
I love the old. What's your favorite old western?
I don't really have a favorite. I'm not a Western guy. I go to my
No,
in-laws and my father-in-law just watches it. That's like all he watches. So like
I
it's
love this.
crazy.
I love the spaghetti trilogy. Um,
I have
the
no idea what the hell that is even, man.
the spaghetti trilogy. So they're the westerns made by the Italian director Sergio Leone, and
Okay.
it's called the Spaghetti trilogy. He made more, but and they're all Clint Eastwood, and they've all got Ennio Morricone as the composer, and it's Good, the Bad, and the Ugly,
Oh, I've
uh,
seen
Fist,
that. Okay.
A Fistful of Dollars,
Yep, seen that.
and I forget what the music is just incredible. Um,
Hmm.
Ennio Morricone. Oh man, I just put Ennio Morricone on and just blast that out on my stereo. It's just incredible. You got to get an Ennio Morricone sound playlist off of Spotify or something. Or
Okay.
yeah, Ennio Ennio and Morricone.
Ennio. Okay.
Yeah,
Ennio.
Ennio Morricone is an Italian composer that made all the music to the spaghetti westerns. As soon
Huh.
as you hear it, you'll know it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, a few dollars more. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Those
Yeah,
I've heard
but
of.
they're kind of like pulpy westerns. You know, they inspired Tarantino and a lot of other directors, and
Mm,
of course, Clint Eastwood's like the man with no name in all of them, isn't he? You know, like he strolls into town and you
yeah.
know has to like save a village or whatnot, or you know. But yeah, Clint Eastwood's the man. But yeah, the spaghetti ones have a very distinctive visual style.
Hmm.
Quite comic booky actually, very pulpy, very distinct, and the music's just unbelievable.
Yeah, I'll have
I
to check it.
like Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is where the three of them are standing off, you know, and it's who draws first, and the camera like zooms in on one of them, and you can see the bead of sweat dripping down his face, and when the camera
Yeah.
pans down to his hand and his fingers like trembling over
Grumbling, yeah.
and just really cool camera work, you know, very very distinct camera work, like like not like traditional westerns where it's long panning, very slow, and you know long. There is some of that, like long panning shots and the
Yeah.
swelling symphony, but it's a bit more pulpy, I think, if I'm
Hmm.
explaining that right.
I understand, definitely.
And made by Italy, you wouldn't have thought it, but yeah, and often regarded as some of the best westerns made by Italians. You wouldn't really have
Yeah.
you wouldn't have thought that, but
I mean, nothing against Italians, but unlike
no,
the
but you
French,
wouldn't.
who we do
Oh
have a
yeah,
problem with.
oh yeah. Don't speak about them.
Damn Pete. or All right, John, I'm
um,
missing a piece. Oh, here you go. You're lucky. I found it.
and Marconi
Getting ready to
was
complain to
yeah.
you.
No, it's not Marconi. Marconi was an Italian. Was an electrician. Marconi. It's Morricone.
Coney.
Marconi makes stereos, handmade stereos. Is an Italian that moved to England and built stereos. Um, it's Morricone is the composer.
Hmm.
Ennio Morricone. Yeah, don't get confused with Marconi. That's a different Italian, and it's still a famous Italian. But yeah, a 6-inch line of those would be awesome. I don't know if NECA made them. NECA maybe have done that in the past. I don't know, but yeah, good shout. Definitely Hot Toys, I think, make them. But that's a good shout. A spaghetti western set of 6-inch figures would be awesome. I don't know how big the audience would be, but But I'll be down for that.
It would be funny.
I'll definitely be down for that.
It's one of those things. As a kid growing up, I didn't really watch any of that type of stuff. Yeah, I mean, westerns weren't really a big thing in my family, which is
Yeah, I think it
unusual
was
because my father and mother are really into country western music and that lifestyle and everything, but never really. Weird.
I think yeah, it was my granddad was into all the classic films. He whenever I used to go around his house, he'd always have a western on or a classic film like Moby Dick or something like that on. Those
Yeah.
old classic, you can't beat those old classic films, can you? Really?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The father-in-law is really into him now, so he'll watch. That's pretty much all he watches is westerns and stuff like that. But
I swear down, it's not Ennio Morricone. It's Morio. It's Ennio. Oh my god, you guys are driving me mad. Unless I'm going insane.
I'm to Google
Ennio Morricone, not Marconi. Not macaroni either.
it. Macaroni.
You guys are nuts. You guys are absolutely nuts. You guys are they're doing this on purpose, I think. They're doing this on purpose. Morricone, Morricone. Ennio Morricone, Italian composer and orchestrator. Morricone. And Marconi is something. Marconi, I'm sure, was made. Yes, was an Italian inventor and electrical engineer, known for his creation of the practical radio. That's right. He designed the radio. I'm sure he moved to London at some point and set up a radio company. See, I was right. Not listening.
It happens every once in a while.
Yeah.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut.
Yeah. Oh, I'm obsessed with that bloody squirrel now from Ice Age. I've got all these.
Oh yeah. Scratch or Scritch or whatever his name is. Yeah. My wife loves him.
Oh, I love that bloody thing. I was talking about this to someone the other day, and they do plushes of various sizes. They also do action figures. There's about 10 of those films.
Yeah, there is. That's crazy.
I need a what is he called? Scratch or something?
Scritch
or
Scritch or something like that.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I need one of the. He's got a girlfriend as well, I think.
Oh really?
There's a girl one as well. I need him. I like weird creatures like that. I need him.
Yeah.
There we go. Ennio Morricone. That's it. Morricone. There we go. I like Tombstone. Tombstone is more like not like a traditional Western. It's more like a modern day action. Actually, not a modern day. Tombstone is a classic 90s action movie set as a Western. That's how I would describe Tombstone.
Okay.
Not like a classic Western, but it's great because it's got a couple of great performances. Val Kilmer is amazing in that film, as is the guy he goes up against, Michael Biehn from the Terminator and Aliens.
Yep.
But he's Doc Holliday. I love Doc Holliday.
Yeah, we ended up one of my trips out to go visit my family who lives in Arizona, so we did the old Tombstone, checking it out, and it was fun. They had a little reenactment going on and walking around the city of Tombstone.
Yeah,
city. It was cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah, and it's got is it Kurt Russell? Kurt Russell. I always get the Russells mixed up. Yeah, Kilmer was amazing, definitely.
Didn't he just pass?
Did Val did Val?
Yeah.
Well, Val had throat cancer, didn't he? Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually passed, didn't he? Because they
just recently,
were reusing some content for Maverick. Did he actually
Oh,
die?
that's right. Yeah, that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. The movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Did he die? Did he pass? Yeah, he might have done. What a legend! He was in some great movies. Apparently, he was
Mhm.
quite difficult to work with. I loved. I thought his portrayal of Jim Morrison was really good in The
Oh,
Doors.
yeah. That was awesome. Yeah, I agree with you on that. He did a great job with that.
Although it was kind of like a bit of like not really a very accurate like representation. Like it was a bit.
Yeah.
It was it was a bit
Creative liberty.
fantasy like a lot of creative
Yeah.
licenses taken with it, but
Yeah,
he was
exactly.
cool. He was cool, and
Yeah, I thought he did a
he
great
looked
job.
so much like him as well. It's frightening.
Yeah.
What am I doing here? Doing this wrong.
What's that popular one he played in the 80s?
Top
Wait,
Gun?
is this... No, it wasn't Top Gun. It was before Top Gun. It was like he was a student, like a brainiac student, like real smart. My wife is like probably upstairs shaking her head saying, "Why the hell did I marry this kid?" Because I don't know the 80s stuff.
I've got to take this
It was like a
apart.
science one where he like...
People in the chat will know. Val Kilmer is still alive, Gap says. We're talking about him as if he's dead and he's not.
Real genius.
Real genius. Apparently he's not dead. We're just
He's not dead?
Apparently not.
Oh, my wife's even like, no, he's not. Hey.
Who is dead then? Someone's dead.
Someone died, damn it.
Someone's dead. This is why you and I should not be left alone.
I'm telling you, you ain't
it's
like the blind leading the blind.
Yeah. This is...
This is where John jumps in and usually corrects us, and it's like, knuckleheads.
Left to our own devices, we kind of rewrite history a little bit, don't we?
I kind of like in our history, though, man. You know, we're building a legacy there. You know.
Yeah. How have I got this wrong as well?
I have no idea. I thought for sure he was because of the movie, but
I've already got this Lego wrong. I've got to rebuild it.
Oh, the Lego. I thought you were talking about our conversation, but the Lego I can understand.
How have I got the Lego wrong? God damn it. Oh, let's take this apart. That goes on there. That's on there. Oh, that's why I missed. It's quite a fundamental piece to miss. Putting that there. I always miss stuff.
Is it like the first piece you're supposed to put on?
Yeah. There we go.
You missed those.
Super John thought he's dead as well. So
did he? See? Yeah, okay, I don't feel so bad then.
He died in Top Gun. So there we go. That's why. We just think Top Gun's real.
Real, yeah. Exactly.
We do need a babysitter. We do.
No shit.
The life of a soldier.
No doubt about that.
Singing. The death is more of an instrumental interpretation. I don't know if I've seen The Life of a Soldier.
No, I don't think I have either. I was in a soldier, but I've never seen a movie.
There's one film that Val Kilmer made that's notorious for being an absolute shit show. It's got Marlon Brando in it, and is it the Life of Dr. Montague or the something of
Sounds familiar.
And they were basically just a paint like a night. Apparently, it was just the whole thing was an absolute nightmare. Filmed on some island somewhere, and someone helped me out with what that was. Dr. Montague or the something of Dr. something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Art Brando was kind of a pain to work with, and especially in his later years.
Yeah, well, he just refused to lose any weight, and he was just getting bigger and bigger. So he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. The Island of Dr. Moreau. There you go. I saw a documentary about that film, and it was just they changed director about 4 or 5 times.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, and Val Kilmer was being just an arse, and Brando was just doing whatever he wanted to do, and it was just chaos.
Wow.
That's that. Okay, getting back now to some normality on this. Right now, I'm ready to put those on.
Good.
That goes on there. Well, I've only got a week, and then I've got a week off.
Oh, really?
Well, that's good.
Oh, that's cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Week at work and then a week off, which is good.
That'll be real good. Yeah. I just got back from that vacation, so came back a little charged up, ready to go, and unfortunately, it's been hell since I got back.
Really? Oh God, yeah, that's why we don't sometimes we don't really want to take time off like at a busy time because you end up having to do shit when you come back anyway. Like
exactly.
You might as well have left your phone on and.
Yep. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Did you see that link I posted? Did you have a look at that?
No, wait, what link?
Oh, we were talking about it. I won't talk about it on here, but we were talking about.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, from yesterday. Yeah, I did actually. I did take a look at that.
You do have to take some time setting yourself up on there because obviously, you're selling yourself basically. So you do have to like replicate your CV on there. But I'll tell you what, it's unbelievable the amount of like work I've got from that. You won't believe it.
Yeah, I'm going to take a look at it. I did actually. I looked at it yesterday, and then bookmarked it in my browse. So I'm going to definitely jump back in and take a look. What the heck? Little mad money won't hurt.
Yeah, for sure. Jumpy says the life of a soldier is a song played in the torture scene in the camp in the good, the bad, and the ugly. Wow, yeah. Man, though, just I can't. I don't know. I can't. In fact, I have got a playlist on here. Yeah, some of the songs are just so. There's one of the records was remixed into quite a famous jungle track in the UK.
Well, not to sound stupid, but what the hell is a jungle track?
Oh, jungle. So, do you know what drum and bass is?
Do I know what? Say that again.
Drum and bass.
I mean, yeah. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
It's a genre of electronic music. So I'll just play you a drum and bass track, and I'll just put it on my phone, and you can just hear the distinct. This is a genre of music that was created in England, like an indigenous piece of electronic music that was created in England. So it's got a very distinct breakbeat. So most kind of dance and even hip hop beats have like a 4/4 beat. So it's like there's like 16 beats in a bar.
Yep.
And it's like unts, 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 unts. That's 4
Yep.
unts, 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 or unts, you know. But breakbeat, if I play this, you will know instantly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Let's do. In fact, one of the first ones ever was Timeless. This is quite a commercial one by Goldie. Goldie ended up becoming an actor. You've probably seen Goldie in a couple of things. He's got gold teeth.
He's got gold teeth.
Can you hear that break beat?
No, I don't hear nothing. I mean, I
You don't
heard a
hear
little
that?
bit.
I tell you, why am I doing it on my phone? I could actually just do it on the computer, couldn't I?
Probably could.
We're doing a little music. I like talking about music. A classic drum and bass break beat. For you. Oh. I do like the Sex Pistols very much so. Although they only made one album, didn't they? To be honest,
Yeah.
Gap. But yeah, me and my flatmate used to. He was a proper. Well, he was a bit of a. We were kind of punks. But kind of modern punks. So yeah, we had an apartment, we had a flat with a balcony, and we used to blast out that album sometimes when we were getting smashed.
Yeah.
Let's hold on a minute. Anyone seen Electric Boogaloo? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. I think the real reason why a lot of us think someone died when they didn't is because these celebrities and politicians all have clones. Oh dear Lord, we're getting a science lesson. We're getting a super
Here we
science lesson
go.
here. They're
Here
really
we
dying.
go.
It gets reported, but the procedure to transplant their brain in a new body is successful. Oh my God. Yeah, jungle is massive. Wickeder. Jungle is posse. What are you smoking, John? If the procedure isn't successful, and they keep moving forward with the story that they died. It's called techno. No. Techno is something different. John, are you painting in a room with no ventilation again? Goldie, the godfather of drum and bass. Yeah, so I don't know if I've got the language to even explain it, but yeah, it's kind of an offbeat,
Okay.
and then he time stretches. It's like offbeat, but then he uses a computer to time stretch the rest of the bar, so it's the whole thing is offbeat. So you dance to it. You can't dance to the drum and bass in the same way you would dance to a regular dance record. You have to
Okay.
dance off the beat as well. So it's produced its whole own genre of music, jungle, and then drum and bass. So there were clubs that just play jungle or drum and bass music.
Really?
Yeah,
I
and
never knew this. Holy crap.
it's you can't dance. Yeah, it's like a distinct. It's pretty urban, but it's got a very distinct. I'll tell you a good one to play. Actually, would be Ronnie Size. New forms. Let's try this one. In fact, actually, no. We'll do Goldie first because it was probably one of the most commercial ones. I want to get flagged for this, but I don't care. Just because
all done in the art of education. Educating me.
Goldie Timeless video. There we go. Yeah, London Records. Right, here we go. Let's. I'm gonna get done for this, but never mind. Share the screen. I might have to like fiddle around with. I can't play the whole thing, but
Yeah.
this is probably the most commercially well-known, or the first time before drum and bass was drum and bass. When it was in the underground, it's called jungle, and it started off on pirate radios and then in clubs and mostly in England, in Bristol and in London and Birmingham, and then it gradually spread out around the world. But this is probably the most commercially well-known track. Again, so they might pull the plug on the stream. Who knows?
Yeah.
So I can't play it right, but this is by. But anyway, you can save this Goldie Inner City Live in London Records.
Okay.
And I'll just get to. There's a massive build up here. Where's the drop? Is that the drop? That's a bit. Yeah, it's a long drop. There's the drop there, I reckon. Hold on, here we go. You got to hear the drop, really. All right, maybe it's before that. There we go.
Yeah, that's like all over the place.
Yeah. So that spawned the whole.
Like,
Yeah. It's time stretching the beat and it's offbeat. So when you're expecting to put your foot down, it's off that beat. So it's called breakbeat. And then the hi-hats are time stretch. So it's kind of but that came from England. And then there's a whole there's a whole genre now of jungle and drum and bass clubs, and there's a ton of good music linked to that genre.
I'll have to check that out.
So that's there you go. I'll send you a little playlist. It's
please do.
You kind of have to get your head around it, but once you have, it's quite
that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be real cool. On the playlist.
There we go. Right, there we go, everyone. Bit of drum and bass. We have a little bit of drum and bass on the Lego studs. Why not? But Jumpy is a drum and bass DJ, jungle DJ. I've seen his photo of his decks at his house and his record collection. Ghosty's with us to bring some sanity to the stream. How you doing, Ghost?
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, hey, Chris. How you doing?
How you doing, Chief?
Bad. Once again, I've heard to do this on my phone. I'm not used to it, so I don't know. Am I on?
You're on. Yeah. I think the video's frozen, but the audio's good.
Let's see here. Chrome. Stupid Chrome.
There we go.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah. So I see you now got stuff up for auction on eBay.
They have started really putting a lot of his collection up. So they came over Monday and started getting it. Man, I wonder if I can turn. Hey, I can. Sweet. But I'm pretty much done. I've accidentally piled myself behind, so I can't put some of his Archie stuff away. But
I don't know. I don't even know what Archie is. That's one that's over my head. Archie. I don't know.
it's a very American thing. It's a 1950s. It's kind of like, think of Happy Days, but in a comic book form.
Oh, cool.
Except Archie was first. So.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
And got everything in here.
The posters? Is that a huge poster collection? Wow.
This is
Wow.
These are some posters here.
Wow.
And then you have to remember he worked at a theater.
Yeah. All right. So these are originals as well. These are. Oh my god. Oh, good lord.
Jeez.
That's ridiculous. What
That's
are those?
Craziness.
Those original cinema posters have a name, and I've forgotten what the name is. There's a specific name.
Well, they're I don't know if there's a name. They're printed on both sides, so that you can put them like Chucky here.
Yes, there is a name. I'm just trying to find out.
So they can be put in light boxes.
Yeah.
They're called. They're called quadrants, or.
Well, maybe the subway posters are the ones that they get back east, and you guys sometimes get just because you guys put them in the tube and stuff. All of this is Christmas stuff.
Wow.
I probably found about 400 Hallmark ornaments.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And they still haven't gotten all the cards. There's still
No way.
several hundred sets of cards.
Yeah, I think we call cinema posters quad posters.
Hmm.
Maybe it's us that call them that.
Maybe. But and then they're coming tomorrow to get all this stuff. I don't know what to do with this giant thing because the family wants it. It's a huge trunk, like you would move with.
Yeah.
And it's heavy as hell. And I don't even know where I would store it. I'd have to leave it in my front room until I figured out how to get it somewhere. But today's project is really just to finish up. I've just got some books and stuff to put away, and some other stuff, some random toys and stuff to put in boxes. And then that's about it, really. I should be pretty much done today.
Wow.
And tomorrow we'll come and clean up a little, and I'll vacuum and see what we're going to do from there.
Wow, that's been an insane piece of work you've done there.
Yeah.
So more comics, more cards. Most of this entire pile over here, all these U-Haul boxes are all DVDs. VHS.
No way. Wow.
There's tons. Tons and tons.
That's craziness.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
And it's got, these are all like glasses. So, from Denver Comic Con or one from Looney Tunes. It's got probably about 100 of those. But it's definitely made me reconsider my collection greatly.
Has it really?
Yeah.
Are you thinking now about? I suppose it's like I was actually going to ask, and this is probably a question that's linked to what you're about to say. But are there some grail, like some killer items, grail items in his collection? And is that what you're thinking, like to narrow down to just some key like key collections or key
Yeah, he had some really good stuff. He's a very shotgun collector, kind of the same way as I am, but his was comics,
right?
and mine are figures.
Yeah.
So, and he was very, very stuck in the 70s, late 70s. In fact, I'll show you this. This will show you the thing he kept that he actually tried to wear recently, which didn't work. And Chip will understand this name. You might, Rum, but so this is a Montgomery Ward.
Wow.
Dude, check out those lapels.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome. Old monkey wards.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's a riot, but so yeah, it's been an adventure, but I'm hoping to finish today for the most part, and then tomorrow, once everything's out of my way, I can actually get things accomplished.
Yeah.
And vacuum and other things that need to be done. But I had to come on to show you guys one last time and to just break up the whole, the guy who was in that one movie that one time with that other person?
Oh, I remember him.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember him. Yes, definitely.
But
yeah, Rum's struggling here with just me on the camera right now.
I get that.
It's like
we
shaking his head like, what the hell?
Yeah, we end up going down some rabbit hole conversations. I think we make up a load of shit as well between us.
Possibly, yeah. We usually have John to correct us. But
in our heads, it's right. But then you can't trust, no offense, but you can't trust a Super John correction because you're questioning the Super John correction, aren't you? Like Super John corrects you, but then you're questioning, going, is it real science or is it super awesome science?
That's true.
So you can't rest on your laurels with a Super John correction. So
that is very true too. You never know what you're going to get with the Super John correction.
No, you really don't know.
So I'll be here to break up the.
Thank you.
I also have noticed a clear lack of Lego building recently.
I actually finished 2 cars. I did my 2 cars last week. I finished off air, so I did the 2 Aston Martins. Look, I'm almost. I'll have finished this first bag on this. So, the Emperor's joining us as well. The Emperor's also having pity on us.
Very nice of him.
Hello,
Where the
Emperor.
hell is he at?
There's a giant giraffe behind you, Emperor.
Yeah, what the hell? You had Toys R Us?
Yeah, where is that? You in Birmingham?
I am.
Is that at the bull ring?
At the arena.
What are you up to? Oh, you're at the NIA. That's the National Indoor Arena.
Oh, you're showing your age there. The NIA. Wow.
That's the NIA. Well, I used to go. I used to take my girlfriend. I used to go and snog my girlfriend at the NIA. What's it called now?
The Utility Arena, Birmingham.
Oh my god. Well, I remember when it was built. Yeah, we used to go hanging around. It's Brindley Canal Place, isn't it? You're at the canal by the canals. It's nice around there. It's actually there's a nice pub around there on the canal somewhere, on the corner. President Clinton visited the pub there.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
the Malt House.
The Malt House, not a bad little pub there.
Not bad.
Not bad.
A Malt House.
Not bad. What are you up to then, Pops?
Working. Well, skiving from working.
Very
some
good,
fresh air.
Very good. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Well, you having sympathy on us?
Well, I just thought I'd show you the giraffe, but I just want you to know I didn't actually build that.
You did build it.
I didn't. No. No hand in building that whatsoever.
That's not one of your creations.
No, not at all.
Not that he couldn't build it, he just didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't ask him.
Did everyone know this? This is a fact. Where Emperor Palpatine is now, in the centre of Birmingham, which is the second city in England, and a big industrial city, not the most attractive city in the world, some would argue, but it has more canals than in Venice.
It does.
It has more canals than in Venice and Birmingham. There you go. There they are. In fact, if you got on that canal and you got on a boat and you travelled south on that canal for about half an hour, you'd end up outside of my flat.
Hang on, let me get this straight. You want me to steal a boat?
Yes.
Yes, steal a boat.
And if you travel due south, head south on that canal, on that very canal, in half an hour, I'll open my window and I'll pass you a cappuccino.
Just be sure to bring a kebab with you, so that way Bob can eat.
I'm pretty sure that's the Birmingham to Worcester Canal. One of them is.
Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah.
There you go. See, if I looked out of my window, I'd see the same stretch of water. We're separated by about 30 miles. And the Force helps, and the Force,
and the
dark side of the Force. Very good.
That's cool.
Very cool.
I didn't realize you guys live so close together. Well, 30 miles isn't close, but
yeah,
not bad.
It's a very small country.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to meet up at the NEC one next time it's on. Helps.
Yeah. I mean, I don't actually live in Birmingham, but I just work here. Like Kirk, I just work in outer space, but I'm from Iowa.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I was born and bred in Birmingham, but hence the accent.
That accent would be called a Brummy accent, everyone.
Yeah.
That's called
Brummy. Out of interest to our my American friends, do I sound like I've got a hint of a Brummy accent or not?
No, I would say you sound quite posh.
What?
Yeah. I would agree.
No, you don't think that, do you?
Yeah, you're all hoity-toity and shit.
Ghost, you don't think that, do you?
No, you're not super hoity-toity, but you do sound like somebody who, was trying to pass.
Very good. Well, very good. That's the name of that. Yeah.
I mean, you're not like David Mitchell or anything, but you're trying.
Yeah. There you go.
You poke your finger out when you're drinking your tea, you little.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, very good. Yeah, my cousin has a really thick, deep Brummy accent. So thick that you literally, when we were growing up, you couldn't understand what she said. So they actually did have elocution lessons. Bless her.
It's not to be confused with the Black Country accent. That's something else entirely.
That is, that's even, yeah.
They've got their own language.
They have. Black Country, the Black Country.
It's like just taking the whamble up the cut.
Yes.
Of all the British accents, I have the hardest time with people from Hull.
Oh, North Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Not the accent, but just the people.
Hull is not the most desirable place to go, really. You go to Hull to leave Hull. The only reason to go to Hull is to get a ferry to leave Hull to go to go to Amsterdam. Amsterdam's a 7-hour ferry away.
The best thing in Hull is the road south.
Yeah. No offense to anyone from Hull.
Yes, no offense to
By
any
the way.
Hulsters or Hulksters, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
They're probably drunk by now anyway.
Yes, they probably are. Yeah. And people are well used to us slagging off people on this channel.
Like you said,
Well,
it's a term of endearment when
it is.
we're being nasty.
It is exactly. That's what I've been telling everyone. If you get the Bob treatment, it means we love you. Unless you're French.
Yeah. Don't get Pete started on French.
Yeah. That there.
A lot of freaking pieces to this stupid thing.
There.
How close are you?
I'm in bag 17, or I'm in the last section of the bags, but I'm like just building this top section now. The top piece for the, and then that, and then the antenna.
Did anyone in your family have one of these?
That's for a cat, isn't it? That's a cat thing,
No,
isn't it?
no, it's not. It's an end table.
It's what? That's for a cat.
Ah,
Yeah, they used to take these wire things and then cover them in
yep.
carpet and then sit them in front. I'm telling you, look,
Yeah.
What is it?
it's like
It's like a wire spool.
The wire spool.
Yeah, spool for wire that.
A wire spool.
The cable drum, you know.
You guys are winding me up again.
No.
It looks like a cable drum.
Because we were poor. So you would get these things, and if you got the really big ones, you could make cables out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly.
An
I'm
original.
gonna have to sign off for a bit. Oh, hang on. Look.
I can't. What is it? I'll give you the screen a minute. Hold on. Give you the screen so we can see. Is that a canal boat? A narrow boat? There we go.
Nice.
The man running with the kid. Get him.
Do you guys have narrow boats? You don't have narrow boats in America, do you?
Back east, they do on the canals. We don't have canals in most of the country.
Yeah.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. They definitely don't have that in where I'm at.
Is that Lego? Is that a Lego place there?
Yes.
Is it? I didn't know.
Oh, see, perfectly fit.
I didn't know there was a Lego place.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's attached to the arena.
Can we go in?
Might get a staff discount. I'm not sure.
Is that who you work for? Lego?
No. I actually work for the arena.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't tell us that.
Well, we need
to fire John and hire you.
Well, let's get Super John on. John's got an access discount card. We can. And he works for the official Lego complaints department. So. Is that an actual? No worries. Good seeing you, pals.
No, go on. I ain't got a rush.
Oh, okay. Is that an actual Lego lounge then, or is it just a shop, or what is it then?
Oh yeah, there's like an activity centre and all sorts, fun fair rides and all sorts, and then there's a shop at the end of it all.
Didn't know that existed. Is the aquarium still there? There used to be an aquarium. Is that on the corner? Yeah.
Sea Life, yeah, that's over there.
Sea Life Centre, the Sea Life Centre, yeah.
That's still there.
Yeah.
Quite a nice day, really.
Yeah. It's not a bad day out, Brindley Place, actually. There's some nice things to do there. Well, there always used to be.
A lot of places to eat and drink.
For us Worcester folk, anyway, it was a bit of a day out. leaving the Shire, leaving Hobbiton for the big smoke. It was always a day out on the train.
Every day in Birmingham's a day out for me.
I used to court my special lady friend around there. I used to take her up there, show her the big smoke. She's ever so impressed.
That's what you called it, huh?
Yeah,
the big smoke.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm gonna have to scoot.
No worries.
See you in the chat.
See you later, sir.
See you, Pops.
Have a good one, Pops.
Very good.
Yeah, that was cool.
There you go. Bit of Birmingham.
Yeah. I love checking out the different regions.
They got that big power plant they're turning into apartments or something.
Oh, that's you're talking about in London. You're talking about the oh, for God's sake, why can't I remember it? It was used on the Pink Floyd album for Pink, the Pigs. Battersea Power Station. You're talking about
Battersea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you probably got that because of the term "big smoke," which is what they used to call London during the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
But yeah, Battersea is now. It's actually already they've already converted it. It's crazy down there. It's all like these crazy. Like,
I know it because of the hit single "Down at Battersea Park."
Right. They also filmed the Dark Knight trilogy there. Those scenes where like Christian Bale as Batman is like stood on is it no? It was 89 Batman, I think, was filmed there. Some of the Dark Knight. I know they filmed a lot of it in Chicago. Maybe it was the 89. It's the 89 Batman, I think. I'm thinking of those like warehouse scenes where he's like Batman stood on the that was filmed at Battersea before they redeveloped it. John says that he's now level 80 in Diablo 4 Season 2 in 4 days. You have to start afresh from level 0.
Level 80, huh? I think I stopped at 57 last night.
Yeah, I'm still 69.
69.
Yeah. What level are you, Chip? Chip's gone. Chip's getting a coffee.
Chip's on mute or went to have coffee.
He's getting a coffee, I think.
Gotta make sure those kids keep working.
Yep. It's true. Alright, that's on there, that's on there, that's on there. That bit on there. I'm motoring a little bit now with the old build.
Where the hell did... I've spent half of my time here looking for where I leave pins and tape.
Haha.
I put them in one spot, and then I pack that spot away, so I have to move it. And then I forget.
That goes on there.
I've been told by my comic store I'm not allowed to sell them my collection of stuff for another year.
Oh, Ghost, have a look at this. You may have seen one of these before. You may even have one. I don't know. But this was one of my grail items that I've been searching for years, and I finally found one.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Cool.
From '84.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a bendy toy.
Huh.
From 1984.
I don't think I've seen that version. That must have been a UK thing.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
We had smaller versions of Fraggles and stuff, and then plush ones. Huh. That's cute. Are you gonna get more of them?
There are more of them. Yeah, there's quite a few. I've been searching for that for about 10 years.
Wow.
And finally got a notification hit on eBay. No, I haven't seen them, but I had that exact one when I was 5.
Oof. Oh, whoops. I forgot it's Sunday.
Cap. I've done that wrong. I've done that wrong, haven't I? I've done that wrong. I've done that wrong.
Down at Battersea Park. I've seen very little of the British version. I own it all of Fraggle Rock, but I don't remember what the captain's name was.
I think
in the lighthouse.
I actually think the episodes are identical, apart from the intros.
Yeah, they're all the same, and unless there was a live action thing with Traveling Matt or something like that.
Oh, okay, yeah, there may have been. Yeah, that's okay. They can't. Yeah,
Doc
they
and
can't. Yeah,
Sprocket
yeah.
live on a house on Fraggle Rock.
Am I right? It's not a lighthouse, is it, in America? Is it just a
No,
white house?
It's
Yeah.
it's a garage. They live under a garage.
Okay.
Live under a
He's
garage.
kind of like a fix-it man,
Oh, okay.
and not in the mob sort of way, but you know.
Oh, well, I think the English one's a bit more romantic than, he's in the lighthouse. It's a bit more fantastical.
It's much more fantasy based.
Seems weird that they would do that.
As much as you have a hard time explaining how the Gorgs live under a lighthouse, we don't know how they live under a.
The Gorgs. Is that what they're called? The Gorgs.
Yeah.
Chip's never heard of Fraggle Rock. It's like
I've never heard. I mean, I've heard of it, but I just never watched it. I've never seen it.
Well, also in America, that was an HBO show, and if you didn't have cable, and cable was very expensive in the day.
Oh, okay.
You didn't have cable, you didn't get to see Fraggle Rock.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
We didn't have cable.
Yeah, not just the age thing, but they were the only people who would pay. Which is why Apple is the only place you get to see Fraggle Rock now.
Really?
Because they pay to have the show made. I haven't seen any of the new episodes.
Oh, I didn't know.
Because I'm afraid it's going to be very, very wokey and
I didn't know they made.
But in a very different way. And the songs were always really good.
Yeah, they were always dancing, weren't they? And
Now he's singing it.
yeah.
Another day. Let's down at Fraggle
Rock.
Work your cares away.
And then
for another day. Work your cares away. Down at Fraggle Rock.
And then we'd go.
Oh look,
we're going to Fraggle Rock. Grab a Fraggle by his cock, swing around his head, and then the Fraggle's dead.
Oh my lord!
Not approved.
Jeez.
Sorry, everyone.
Not approved.
Sorry, everyone. That's right. That's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Fraggle figures. I don't for the life of me remember what they're called because I don't look because I don't want to buy. But they're really cool looking. They're relatively cheap too.
Oh, that's dangerous. I'm staying away from them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fraggle
Rock, Care Bears,
just made Cotter Pen and a couple of the other doozers. They're like 23 points for articulation. They're really nice.
So there are a few creatures that are on my list. I don't know if you guys. This might have been a bit of a European thing. I don't know if you remember Mr. Wazo.
No, I haven't seen the picture.
Mr. Wazo was a techno record. It's a techno record. Mr. Wazo, and he had an advert on TV, and they used a puppet called Flat Eric, a little yellow puppet, and he bounced his head to the techno record. I don't know. No, okay. Oh, I'm gonna get a Flat Eric.
A big thing.
Flat Eric is on my list, so I think probably the UK crew in the chat will remember Flat Eric, Mr. Wazo. He's on my list. Who else is on my list? Oh, the PG Tips Monkey is on my list.
That I know.
The PG Tips Monkey. He's on my list. There's loads of him, and he gets quite expensive. he comes in various outfits.
Now, why did
Pete
they
remembers
decide to
Cleric.
use a monkey? Is it just
Why did they
'cause he's
what?
cute? Why did they use a monkey? Is it because he's cute or what?
No, because traditionally, back in the day, the emblem for PG Tips was a chimpanzee,
Oh, okay.
like a real chimpanzee. So all the old toys had a chimpanzee, and then in like the 90s, they made like a sweetened kind of puppet version, and it was voiced by a famous British comedian. And the name of him is escaping me, but he's a classic northern comedian. Who was it? Pete will remember. Someone in the chat will remember who voices. But I often use the PG Tips monkey meme in Twitter sometimes. He's a little dumpy little monkey, grey little monkey with like a white face, very cute looking monkey. But he's always like, he's got a northern accent. So he's always a bit dour and a bit. He's always putting his hands on his head and like covering his eyes, and very funny. I like that monkey. I've got a thing about monkeys generally.
Have you talked to your psychologist about this?
Yeah, my therapist.
Your therapist.
Oh, Johnny Vegas. There you go, Johnny Vegas.
Oh, okay, Johnny Vegas, gotcha.
Johnny Vegas.
Johnny Vegas.
Flat Eric. Yeah, Johnny Vegas. What's on your lists? We've all got little mental lists, I'm sure, of things that we'd. I want the 1979 Alien as well, the Xenomorph, the one that got banned, the big one, the big chap. That's on my list. Whenever I see that at the toy fair, I could pull the trigger on that. Have you got anything?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like if I had anything.
Any like collectible grail, collectible grail? Maybe it's comics for you. Maybe it's a.
Yeah, it's more comics for me. I mean, that would be for me. It would be more of the comic thing. I got a Amazing Spider-Man 50 that I want to get in a good quality, good grade, just because that's my birth year and birth month comic. You know, the birth comic, shall we say? What's that?
1950.
No, number 50. ASM 50. Not 1950. I'm not that old.
Jesus, I was gonna say, Chip.
Yay.
Operate.
So a lot of it has more to do with the the comic side. I'm a terrible collector of when it comes to actually action figures and stuff like that. So with me, it's just all Star Wars, Black Series, and Legos, and it's probably
I bet Ghost has all of his grails. Don't you, Ghost?
No, there's still some pieces that I haven't picked up and won't. But I mean, if I came across them, maybe, but I highly doubt it. Some of the stuff everybody wants, the Clash of the Titans figures and stuff. But there's a couple Transformers I could get. Oops. But I do mostly have everything I'd want.
So, have you decided to pare down your collection? Is that what you were coming to?
Oh yeah, I've decided to ask between 175 and 200,000. Which I think is a fair price.
For what? For your whole collection?
Yeah.
Wow. Are you going to sell the whole thing? Are you going to keep it? Are you taking stuff out?
I think I'm going to get rid of it.
You're going to sell everything?
Wow. Everything except maybe a couple small pieces here and there. But yeah, I think I'm going to I think I'm going to liquidate here in the next year or so.
I mean, it's not a terrible idea, and whilst the collector market's still buoyant, it's a good time to get out. That's a hell of a collection. That's a hell of a.
Well, I don't want somebody else to have to do this for me.
Yeah. Would you presumably wouldn't be able to get one buyer for that amount, because that's a hell of a amount.
My comic book store is. That's why they told me that they need a year or so.
Yeah.
These aren't. Oh crap! I gotta look through these. Yeah, they say they want it, but that it'll take them time to get that kind of cash together, because they bought his collection for $50,000, which was an absolute steal for all the comics and stuff they got. God damn it, these are all photo albums.
So they've got some good stock.
Yeah, if you go to All See Collectibles on eBay, you'll start seeing all the autograph cards and a lot of the toys and stuff that he had are already starting to hit their page. So, but his collection is nothing compared to mine as far as the value they would get out of it. Because his is very niche. The Archie comics, especially, a lot of the comics he collected were very specialized.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that wasn't a good sound. Sticky.
Phantoman. Tango doll. The Tango doll. Is that something you're after, Pete? I don't know if I remember the Tango doll. Didn't the Tango slap you around the face? Did the Tango doll slap you around the face or something?
Like the soda Tango?
I don't think they. Do you have soda Tango in America?
We did for a very short time, and it didn't do well, so they got rid of it.
Okay.
I think you can get it still down south.
Yeah, there was. I think there's a doll for that. I seem to remember the slapping. There would be an orange guy dressed in orange would come and slap you on the face, and the tagline would be, "You know when you've been tangoed."
It sounds like a ripoff of the Hawaiian Punch Man.
Well, it set off a trend where people would be going around school, and when you're not noticing it, you get slapped around the face, and then you go, you've been tangoed. And they had to ban the advert because people were getting knocked out from being...
We had that, except it was just people wandering around the streets punching people in the head. They didn't, make it fun. Knockout game was very popular for a while.
Yay! I finished bag 1. Would you believe it?
Woo! Bag 1.
Bag 1.
I will.
Watch out! He's on a roll. He's on a roll.
Be back next week to actually build.
Yay!
Yay!
Bag 1 is done. Everyone. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, man. God, yeah. Just even the logistics of selling your collection. Well, you're getting a taster for it now, aren't you?
Yeah.
I suppose that's bringing home like what you're going to have to do to.
Yeah, what I need to do to separate everything and have it labeled properly and ready to go.
It's a job in itself.
Well, what I've done is, as I've gone along, I've separated stuff. So I put the figures together, the comics together, the cards together, Christmas together, so that as they're pulling it, they can take what they want to the store or to their storage area, or anything that they really want to take, they'll take now. And so far,
No, go on. Sorry, guys, carry on.
Go ahead, what you say?
I was just gonna say it's funny because like part of me, the collector in me, is like, oh, it's a shame to sell your collection. You know, you put so much time and stuff into it. But then the other side to me thinks you're an interesting case because you've kind of gone beyond collecting.
Yeah.
Like your collection's gone beyond the point of having, like, it is a whole other level. And so I actually don't think it's a bad move, liquidating, especially right now where how long is the collecting thing going to carry on for? I don't know.
Well,
It's certainly it's going to
stuff's getting more and more expensive, and you know, it's hard.
It's gonna generation out though, isn't it? When you know when the millennials come through, they ain't gonna be collecting like us, I don't think.
Well, they're kind of collecting like us because they're collecting Power Rangers and they're collecting some of that stuff, but they're not collecting like, you know, if we collect Star Wars or stuff.
Fair enough. The Zoomers, the next
the Zoomers,
lot, the
Zoomers will have nothing like this.
No.
I don't think
And if you haven't sold your collection by then you're taking it with you, really, or you're selling it within your generation. You know, there's no new money coming in, so if you know, it's not a bad move at all, really. And with all that cash, you could start collecting again if you wanted. You know, couldn't you? You know,
that's what I'm gonna live off for the last couple of years.
Yeah, in your retirement, you can, it's your retirement party. But if you wanted to, you know, dabble in collecting, you still could, can you? You know, so it's not a terrible idea. Plus, you've got so much stuff, you could sell off a shit ton of stuff and still have stuff.
Yeah, that is very true.
You know, you ain't got to sell off everything. You could you could pick out. That's what I was saying about you talking about grail items and stuff. You could pick out the most important pieces to you and still have a really nice collection of prized items, you know. Super John says, I wish I knew what was all there. I'd have seriously got a loan for the 50k and drove up and bought that collection. What? And then sell it.
Dude, they'll make at least $150,000 off this collection.
Really? Wow.
I mean, he was looking through it and he was looking at the comics and stuff, and I mean, he found, like, for no reason, Lee had like 10 copies of like Dark Empire stuff, and so each one of those are like $10-$20 a comic. And
the thing is though, Ghost, is some of that will sell quickly, and some of it will take a time for it to sell.
Yeah.
Not at all. They're going to. They already have one employee whose only job is to look through the thousands of comics, and he's really good at what's good and what isn't. Pulling it. The rest are going into the dollar bins and are going to a little convention they're having in like 2 weeks. And they'll blow through 60% of those comics at $1 a piece at that show. So the collection as a whole, the stuff that'll take time is not what I thought, which was the comics. It's actually going to be some of the stuff they're putting on eBay that's going to take the most time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So you still got to have the infrastructure to store it, to advertise it, to wait on it. On those eBay sales, there'll be a degree of
2 people who work at the store whose only job is eBay.
Yeah, but there'll be a degree with eBay as well of people that rip you off, like customers that like send it back or claim that it's damaged or like so you have to kind of factor all that in as well, don't you? Like, it's not easy. It's not like you can just.
I don't know. I think last time I saw they had over 200,000 transactions.
Wow. Yeah, they've got infrastructure then to do that. I mean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You should see the pile that goes out for eBay every day. The mail person makes an explicit stop just for their store because they have so much going out.
Wow.
John thinks it's not the case. People will always collect. and none of us are alive when the first. I don't know. I was at the NEC the other day,
You think that,
and
but
I
how many
was
people really collect coins or
Yeah.
stamps anymore?
Exactly. It does age out. I was at the NEC Toy Fair the other day, and I was walking around, and I was having my right knee was killing me, and I got to this stall where there's this really nice old man. He was selling die-cast cars, and I said, "Do you mind if I just sit here with you for a bit?" And he's like, "No, no problem." So I sat with him for about half hour, and we were having a chat, and he was telling me about his collection, and he was saying, like, it used to be all die-cast. It used to be all cars and tin toys, and now there's train tracks. It used to be years ago. It used to be all trains, and now there's hardly any trains now. And it's crazy because train tracks in England, like, that used to be like the #1 toy. Everyone would have, would be building train tracks or diecast or corgi cars or dinky cars, and now when you go to the NEC, it's like free. It's even some of the even people were saying at the last one, there's more 90s toys now than there have been previously. Like, a lot of the 80s and 70s toys are kind of getting harder to find. So I think
a couple weeks ago, I went to a show that was just for trains, and it was very sad.
Yeah,
it was lots of people in their 70s. Not a lot of kids at all.
Yeah.
And just nobody does the work for those anymore. That's why I like your model stream, because models are not really a thing here that much anymore. Like Walmart only started carrying models again about 3 years ago. Apart from that, they hadn't carried models in years. So I like your model stream because people might start doing models again. You never know.
I think
it is the #1 model stream.
It is the #1 model stream. Because like puzzles are still a big thing here.
Yeah.
You can still get people buying puzzles. Walmart, Target have at least an 8-foot section of puzzles at every store.
Yep. It's true.
But models, and Walmart only usually carries them at Christmas.
Yeah.
I think John's right it's partly right in the sense that he says there's always going to be collectors. Yeah, I think there always will be collectors. There's always going to be a market, but I think it's just a numbers game. Like the number of collectors for certain items will inevitably age out.
Because look at how many CCG collectors there are compared to, say, diecast cars. You see a new set of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic or Pokemon or anything like that, and it sells out almost immediately. But, if it's not a Hot Wheels or something like that, it kind of sits.
Right. Well, how you getting on with the Falcon chip? Are you?
I'm building I'm just building the satellite dish right now.
Nice.
So everything else is done.
Cool.
So this is the last of it, the satellite dish.
That's the end of it?
That'll be the end of it.
How many pieces is the satellite dish?
What's that?
Then you got to put the lights in. Is that next week?
Yeah, then next week I'll probably put the lights in. The light kit that Peaky ended up sending. So, yeah.
Cool.
Coming to the end.
Bob got that minifigure put together today.
Hey, I've done the first bag of the Guardians of. I've done Rocket's ship.
Oh, okay.
I've done the first bag.
I've got that. I'll give you a week head start. I'll put it together next week. And
you bugger. I've done.
That's pretty neat.
I'm actually
found those Star Wars mech Legos, the Vader and those Found them for $10 the other day, so I had to buy all 3 of those.
Yeah, they're always a nice little. I've just missing this. I've done Boba and Darth. I've got to get the Stormtrooper next. Yeah, they're nice little sets, aren't they, for a stream? I'm looking forward to one day being able to buy a load of base plates and like a road and then I think I'm gonna, for the Lego, mix all the universes into one big multiverse town with a road running through it or a racetrack running through it, and just have like one. You've got Obi-Wan's place and Jabba's place next to, just mix it all up like the Lego movie, basically. Have a little multi-universe town. Your town, Lego town, will be insane with all your huge properties and stuff you've got.
The problem is I really shouldn't be building anymore. I don't have anywhere to put them. And actually, last time I tried to move one, I dropped it, and it took me an hour just to put it all back together.
Oh man.
Yeah, you probably want to bag them up if you're going to sell them. Bag the things up.
We'll see. I don't know. I've thought about keeping Lego because then I can put the Lego all across those shelves.
There you go. You could. That could be your little. Yeah. Some people buy the Lego and don't open it. Like Sai Mangafanga Danga's got a room full of boxes of Lego, but I have to open mine. It's part of the fun is just the making it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I can't leave it. I have to. I do want to get a couple of bigger ones. I kind of want to get. I would like. I know they're coming. They're redoing the Avengers Tower. I would like. I think I'd quite like that to be the center of my little town. Or the Spider-Man, the Bugle Tower, is it, or whatever?
Yeah.
Well, if you got that, then you have to get the Sanctum Sanctorum to go in between them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm kind of not worried about being a completionist of Lego. It's more, I just like it's probably because there's too much. There's just too much.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be more of a little weird.
They only put out 10 or 15 new sets a month.
Yeah, exactly. George John saying stamps did seem to die. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stamp collecting.
That was a big thing when I was a kid.
Sports card collecting is pretty much dead. People are going back and buying all the old stuff, but you don't really get. Upper Deck is one of the few places that still make non-sports cards. Even Topps has kind of stopped making Star Wars stuff and Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah.
Comics. How much longer are comics going to exist? I mean, in a physical form.
I don't know how many do they sell. I mean, I wouldn't even be able to tell you how many.
Well, I mean, my comic book store is already saying they don't know if new issues have 5 to 10 years left in them. Because they have so many people who only come in to buy a physical copy to put in their collection, and they actually read them on their Kindle or whatever.
Yeah. I do a lot of that.
Yeah. So there'll always be a back market issue for comics, I think. And look at, comics in the 90s died horribly because they got overprinted. And then, they've picked up again recently, thanks to the Marvel, the MCU and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I really wish DC could fix something beyond Batman so that, some of their comics would sell. None of it sells. Flash doesn't sell. Wonder Woman doesn't sell. I don't know. She'll slap Spider-Man on something, it'll sell.
Yeah.
You see, they're on about potentially rebooting the MCU. Oh no, not MCU. Star Wars. Oh, and the MCU. I think I saw the news. They're on about rebooting everything.
Well, I don't know. It's hard to do that kind of stuff. Look how it destroyed Star Trek.
Yeah.
Star Trek used to be such a viable, good, evergreen product. And then they decided to... I don't like the JJ movies, but I think I would have liked them more if they would have just been some other starship set in the original series.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just doesn't do it for me at all. And because it's not about hope anymore. Star Trek has always been about hope, and Star Wars has always been about the idea of hope through the rebellion and stuff. But Star Trek just isn't that anymore. It's dark and gloomy, and everybody's sad, and everybody has to talk about their relationships, and I don't care about any of that crap.
Oh, definitely in that Discovery show. That was all that, wasn't it? In Discovery.
Yeah. Well, and there were bits of Discovery that were really good, but I couldn't wade through most of the seasons.
The Klingon sex scene was weird.
Klingons in general were weird.
That was really freaky.
I get into arguments with Super John all the time about whether or not all that's in the real universe, and it's not. They'll tell you it's in the Kelvin universe. But, the last season of Picard was good because it went kind of back to what Star Trek was. And I hear Strange New Worlds is really good. I got really turned off by the pilot and haven't went back yet.
So I can't get my head around the canon on Star Wars. So
Star Wars canon is only
not Star Wars.
Trek?
Star Trek. Star Trek.
Yeah.
Because didn't it turn out that Discovery and that was set in the
it's set in what's called the Kelvin universe.
I thought it was the Mirror universe.
No, there's bits of the Mirror universe, but don't get started because the Mirrorverse has its own Kelvin spinoff. So in Star Trek, there's their original Next Generation, Voyager, Enterprise, DS9, and the movies and the animated series. That is basic Star Trek canon. Then they rebooted it for the Kelvin universe, which was the name of the ship at the beginning of the first JJ movie. And as soon as that happened, as soon as Romulus is destroyed, that starts a completely different universe. So in Picard, they're still talking about Romulus being destroyed and all that in the aftermath. But in the Kelvin universe, that hasn't happened yet, and they can actually try and stop it. But then they did Discovery, which is a sequel to Enterprise, but a prequel to what was the original series. But they created a whole nother universe. So there's I can't remember her name is the universe. So there's 3 concurrently running Star Trek timelines at the moment.
And they they went forward into the future, which really lost me there. And I was like, oh, I don't.
Yeah, then they jumped 1,000 years into the future, which is Enterprise. But
the Federation was like rubbish, or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't watch any of that yet. But I can't get into that series of Trek.
No.
I mean, it's not like when they talk about rebooting Star Wars, all they want to do is be able to do new stories of Luke and Leia and Han.
Yeah.
As new actors. That's all they want.
I don't want that. I don't think.
I don't want that either. I like the prequelish stuff. I like the Clone Wars stuff. I like Ahsoka, but the Ahsoka is a sequel trilogy thing. But I want to know more about what happened after Return of the Jedi in this new world. I don't care about what happened before as much.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Throw a new season of Bad Batch at me every once in a while so I can see more clone stuff. That's cool. Or get me my Lando show or Solo 2. I wouldn't mind hearing those stories. But I don't really particularly care. Like they're tying themselves into a corner. They're painting themselves there with this whole Thrawn thing. Because if this takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi, 5 or 6 years after Return of the Jedi.
Well, maybe like 10 years after, I think.
They might be up to about 10 now because Filoni said that there's about 2 years in between Mando series 1 and 2.
Yeah,
so
I
we
think
might be up to as much as 10, but that makes the problem even worse because then you're looking at another, at most, 15 years before episode 7 takes place.
yeah.
So you
20
have
years.
the rebellion defeats the Empire, replaces them, and then whatever happens with Thrawn creates another great civil war, and somehow then the offshoot of the First Order starts.
Yeah, that's
Where
right.
the original explanation of the First Order made sense. It was very militant parts of the Empire that had broken off onto their own and other systems that didn't want to be part of the rebellion, the Republic. And they kind of often did their own thing. And then the remnant of the Empire made peace with the Republic and kind of became the new trade federation type thing, where they traded with them but didn't really do much with them. And then the First Order kind of built itself in the background. And you hear whispers of them, but nobody ever did anything about it.
Mm.
And then suddenly they were an issue and they were a problem, and then suddenly they had a Death Star. But we won't go there. So now they have Thrawn that has to come in the middle of this and create a possibly new intergalactic war. So the Star Wars galaxy has basically been at war since 30 years before the Battle of Yavin. 30 to 40 years.
Yeah.
And it's nuts.
I mean,
but
I suppose it's how big is this Thrawn conflict going to get? I actually am surprised that I thought they might have gone a different way with it, where part of me thought that Thrawn might end up being an anti-hero type, and he might end up utilizing the rebels section of the New Republic to help fight in the Chiss Ascendancy against the Yuzon Vong. I thought they might go down that road in the
I
other
think
galaxy.
that's too crazy for Star Wars.
Yeah, I think it is.
That's too much like the Borg, and they're not going to bring the Borg into Star Wars.
Yeah, but they could have done it in the other galaxy, couldn't they? They could have stayed in the other galaxy or something. But
well, most of our main characters are, for Ahsoka at least.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. I mean, they can't really have another huge civil war because they didn't really talk about that, did they? In the the sequel trilogy, so it can't be as grand as the first war.
And because the books are canon, so there's a book, I can't remember what it's called. It's basically about Leia trying to become president of the New Republic.
Bloodline.
And they don't talk about that at all.
Bloodline.
They talk about the rumors she's heard about the First Order rising, and she wants to get the Empire, she wants to get the Republic's military back. And because she sees this as a threat that's coming, and nobody else thinks it's a threat. They think they're just some lost remnant of the Empire, and they're not anything, and boo, boo, boo.
Well,
but
you ain't gonna like this. You're not gonna like this, but I could offer a theory. I don't think you're gonna like the theory. And they could have a grand civil war, another one, and then somehow Ahsoka uses the World Between Worlds to make it so that it never happened.
That's a grand possibility, but now you're falling into then they could just make the sequels never happen.
Yeah, but I'm just throwing up the I don't want that to happen, and I don't
know if the fan base would take that. If you get what would be two seasons of Ahsoka, one season of The Mandalorian, season of Skeleton Crew, and a movie that is supposedly all bringing this big story of Thrawn together, and then just suddenly say none of that existed.
Yeah, that would be a tough one.
I think that'd be a tough one if you were just erasing one thing.
Well, what about this? What about this then? What about this? What if the rebellion is not involved? Because they've already shown that they're not really interested. So what if it's the Mandalorian Empire that they focus on, that they bring in the Mandalorian, and it's the Mandalorian Empire that fights against the against Thrawn to take him down. That's a way of doing it.
Well,
because,
I mean, and right now Thrawn only does have one Star Destroyer.
Right, and the Mandalorians are regrouping, so and it's Dathomir. He's going to Dathomir, so it could be,
it could be seen as some sort of small regional skirmish.
Yeah, if they're going to bring the Mandalorian into it, then there's got to be a Mandalorian element, which is not spoken about at all in the sequel trilogy. So maybe it's that. Maybe it's the Night Sisters versus the Mandalorians or something, I don't know. Interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do. It's a bit of a complicated thing they've got to try and pull off.
I definitely trust Filoni in figuring out the ins and outs of it. But it just, they keep throwing roadblocks to themselves.
Well, will they give him the time and the money to do it, though? That's the only thing.
Yeah, Lucasfilm will just throw money at him.
Before they pull, I don't know. I've got a feeling they might be a bit impatient and end up pulling the plug.
No, it's the writer strikes and stuff that have stopped the momentum. Ahsoka season 2 was already supposed to be in filming.
They've canceled
and now it's not even done writing.
Yeah, but they've cancelled so much stuff, Ghost. They cancelled the Game of Thrones people. They cancelled.
Well, those are movies.
Yeah,
and the movies don't have anything to do with Disney Plus. The only movie that we know of that's even in production is Filoni's movie.
No, Acolyte. Is that a TV?
Well, Acolyte. I think Acolyte's long into filming, but there's still rumors that they're going to break that into a 3-part series, or it's going direct to Disney Plus.
Right.
Which I don't want. I want Disney. I want Star Wars in the theater. Even the sequel trilogy. It might have been, from some people's standpoint, bad Star Wars, but I'd rather see that. Like, I wanted to go see Ahsoka at the big screen, but nobody around here was playing it. I think every Disney Plus show should have an hour to an hour and a half long episode that is put out into theaters, like they do. And, don't make it a huge release. It doesn't have to be in 5,000 theaters, but put it in 5 or 10 theaters in every major city in the U.S., then put it on Disney Plus. It sold out. Ahsoka sold out everywhere that it was being shown.
Well, it's going to be interesting. Should we call it a day? Chip?
Sure, we can call it a day. I think I am done.
Well, Chip's done. I think I'm done. Ghost, are you done?
No, I stopped so I could talk. But I'm probably about 10 boxes away from being done. So another hour and a half, and I should be done here for what I can do for today.
Well, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll be back next week. I'm looking forward to seeing the lights go in this Falcon, actually.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
I want to see how hard it is to do now that it's built.
Yeah, how do you do it? Do you weave them? How do you? Yeah, it's going to be curious.
Yeah, it's like you got to take all the parts of it, and
Oh, God.
Peaky says to do it this way, so that's what I'm doing. If I fail, it's Peaky's fault.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Cat's doing a puzzle stream later.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I might jump on that because Earth Mum has got me a couple of new puzzles actually.
Very cool.
Gilster is coming on MoNKey-LiZaRD Hangout on Monday. So come and support Gilster. He's wanted to come on for ages, but was a bit nervous. But he's like, I want to come on, so he's coming on. So
I missed General Kenobi. I gotta watch that episode back.
Oh, he's a nice guy, yeah. And as a result of him coming on, I've now got Seriously Star Wars coming on. So I've got to set that up. And Seriously Star Wars does a Star Wars quiz. And so, quid pro quo, he's coming on Hangout, and Salacious is going on his Seriously Star Wars quiz, which
That's
is
cool.
Saturday nights, I think.
Did he invite Salacious, or did he invite Bob? Because one of those can answer questions, and the other might not.
Kind of a package deal, so.
Oh, okay. Bob can phone a friend when needed.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, it's all above board.
Uh-huh.
Cosmic Toy Man. Hey there,
Oh,
just got
cool.
back from Doncaster. Now, I've never met Cosmic Toy Man, but
I followed him.
Well, I'm very aware of his store in Dewsbury. I've never been there, but I've seen it many a time. I obviously know that he's good friends with Blue, who is obviously a friend to us all. But I've never met the proprietor, Mr. Cosmic Toy Man. But I would like to go and visit. So one day, I was meaning to reach out at some point to Mr. Cosmic Toy Man and say one day would he be adverse to having Salacious visit him, and perhaps if we did some shopping there, he would be gracious enough to give us 5 minutes of his time to do a little interview with Salacious, or he could come on MoNKey-LiZaRD Hangout and do have a one-on-one interview with Salacious that way. But he's got an amazing store, I know that. And one thing in particular that I do love about his store, which you don't see a lot of in England, is he's got a crazy Godzilla and Sofubi collection there.
Oh, don't tell me.
Yeah, he's got some and I love Godzilla and I love Sofubi. I've got a little mini Sofubi collection myself.
Yeah,
Mine's mostly Ultraman kaiju. But there is an
that's
episode.
because that's what they really pushed out. Over here, Godzilla was very popular and then wasn't. Then all of a sudden, Ultraman was really popular about when Power Rangers came out.
Yeah.
You know, they were looking for something Power Ranger-ish to dump out at us. And I got a lot of the monsters from that set, but I don't know where they are.
Well, I bought Vern some Sofubi, and that got me into exploring the Sofubi line, and I've ended up with Bandai 1984 Sofubi. They're basically PVC toys, no articulation.
Yeah.
But there's some crazy kaiju characters, really weird looking. They're all kind of like sea creatures, and because it's basically men dressed up in outfits, isn't it? So on the screen. So but anyway, if you've not subbed to Cosmic Toy Man, go and sub. Great channel, but a great shop. If you're ever in Dewsbury, which is in North Yorkshire, you wouldn't like it, Ghost. It's got there's a thick Yorkshire accent up there in Dewsbury.
Oh, I just take Mark with me so he could translate. People would talk to me, and I'd look at Mark, and Mark would tell me what they were saying.
Exactly. It's actually Dewsbury's nice. Actually, it's outside of Leeds. I think it's outside of Leeds.
I'll wear the shirt I wore when I was over in Europe not too long ago. It says, it's got a big American flag and an eagle and freedom across, and it says, "I'm from America." And on the back, it says, "I'm sorry."
Yeah.
Very good.
But I did want to say, I really enjoyed your toy hunt, Bob. I don't think I'd ever seen you do a toy hunt.
Honest to God, that was a bit of a token one, really, because not a very good toy shop. We actually have some really good toy shops that back in the day I used to frequent before they became a YouTube thing. I used to go to Leicester Toy Shop all the time, and I used to go to NEC Toy Fair all the time and the Coventry Toy Fair. So I
was just amazed you left the house.
I know. I got so used to, anyway. Thanks everyone for joining us. This is Salacious Rum. Here he is, and the Lego Studs. No brick babes today, boys. No brick babes.
Hasn't been for a while.
Yeah.
Sleepy heads. The brick babes, aren't they?
That they are.
Sleepy heads. So please smash the like button. Remember to subscribe to all of the Lego Studs. Chip Getler, the White Shadow, and 1000th Ghost. Both of their channels are linked in the description of the video, as are all of the other Lego studs. So please go and sub to them all. We'll be back next Sunday, and you'll see us out and up. You'll see us doing various stuff during the week as well, I'm sure. If there's anything
Or you can find us on Diablo.
Yeah.
Well, if Salacious gets invited, of course.
You're always invited. You run our guild.
It's been taken over. Super John's taken over he's taking things over. Any Chip?
Yes,
Yeah,
very much so.
That's true.
Very much so.
Right. Goodbye, everyone. Remember,
Bye, everyone.
monkey lizards are for life. They're for life. They're not for spit roasting.
But they do taste good. Spit roasted.
It was sad when Chip had to leave the Lego studs.
Some things just have to be said to all the monkey lovers out there in England, down under, the States, around the world, in KoWaK. Monkey lizards make very good lovers. That's right, it's true.